Hi students, welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about how to respond to a text. Now this is one of the most important things that we work on in this class because we look at lots of different kinds of texts and usually our response is very similar. So we need to understand the basics of how to respond to a text. Let's go through those now. So every response to a text should be accurate and it should be detailed and it should be organized more or less in the same fashion. Here's what we're going to start with. Our topic sentence. We also call this a claim. So when you're starting one of these topic sentences, you can use different phrases like in the text by or we can see the author uses, and then we want to name that technique here. Here's a couple other things that you should include in this topic sentence. You're going to want the text type, as in, is it a novel, a movie, a comic strip? You're going to want the title. And you're also going to want the author's name. Use the first and last name. And then you name the technique that you're going to be writing about. The second thing we're going to follow up with is your concrete detail. This is also called your evidence. So your evidence could start with a phrase like this, for example, or in this part of the text. And when you're including your evidence, you want to be detailed and specific. So use character names. Describe what you see. It's okay to quote the dialogue too. You want to avoid things like in line 37 or on page 87. Be specific to what you see and describe that. That's going to be more effective. After your evidence or your concrete detail, you follow up with commentary. Now, commentary is your description of the effect on the reader. And I want you to use this phrase in order to do it. The effect on the reader is that it makes the reader think, feel, or imagine. You only choose one of those three. And when you're writing about the reader, the first response you should always be thinking about is your own response. How did you react to the text? Now, don't write about yourself. Instead, use the phrase, the reader. It's going to make your writing sound more academic. Now, if you do those three things, you're going to be doing it right. And if you want to go above and beyond and get a higher grade, which we call a 4 or an A, then you're going to have to take another step. The next step should be to add more commentary. Now, don't just add commentary for the sake of adding commentary. Instead, what you want to do is add commentary that elaborates on your ideas or digs deeper or connects to a global issue. In this course, we're going to be studying a lot of global issues, and you should be able to connect one of those global issues to a text that we're reading in class. Okay, folks, there it is. That's the basics of your response. If you do those things, you're going to have a very solid response, which would also make a very solid paragraph. So remember, we start with your topic sentence, also called your claim, followed up with your concrete detail, that's your evidence, follow that with your commentary, which we call your reasoning, and then last of all, provide more commentary that digs deeper, elaborates, or connects to a global issue. All right, I hope that helps.